I'm Neha Kaushal. I'm a senior marketing manager at Acronis, a global cybersecurity firm. Alongside my professional role, I also serve as a joint coordinator for Sewa's Boston chapter, and I've been a volunteer with Sewa International for around 7 years. A lot of people don't know that I'm a trained classical Bharatanatyam dancer. I've been dancing since the age of 6 or 7 years when I was in the South. And I still continue that passion. I still do, participate in a lot of competitions here in the New England area. So I think one of the programs that I really am attached to with Sewa is sanitation, hygiene, and empowerment of girl child, where we provide menstrual hygiene, education to girls who are going to the middle school, going to the high school in India, in the rural parts of the country. And I think the recent Supreme Court ruling that, says that menstrual hygiene is the fundamental right for women and girls just reassures that the work that we are doing is in the right direction.
Our guest today is Neha Kaushal. On March 14th, she will be honored as one of the outstanding women of 2026 at our 23rd annual Women of the Year Awards Gala. We are going to talk to her about her journey. Many of us know her as part of the Sewa International nonprofit group, but she's also has a very strong career in marketing, and we will talk to her about that as well. Neha, welcome to our studio.
Thank you so much, Upendraji. Thank you so much.
Sure. And we are looking forward to honoring you on March 14th.
Thank you so much. I am very, very excited to be a part of the event. Looking forward to be celebrating with all the other women nominees. And thank you to you, Manjuji and INE, for creating this platform for women.
This is 23rd year.
That is amazing.
So, which is excellent, and we're very proud of doing it consistently.
No, I've been attending this event, I think, for the past 6 to 7 years at this point, and I've just seen it grow every year. So congratulations to all of you.
And congrats to you as part to being selected into this program, because every year we get about 200 to 300 nominations, and we take only 10 every year. So it is a great...
it's an honor.
Excellent. Good. So now, so let's start first with... our viewers and audience are quite familiar your integral role in Sewa International, what you do there, and tell us about Sewa International.
Yeah, sure. So Sewa International is basically a Hindu-based nonprofit organization. We have close to 50 plus chapters here in the US. And I serve as the joint coordinator for Sewa International here in Boston for the Boston chapter, where I guide, different programs and design different programs based on the principle of selfless service, women empowerment, youth leadership, and a lot of community upliftment. And I think we have a very strong, Sewa core team here that is the backbone of our Boston chapter that helps with all of these different initiatives and programs that we have, in Boston. I think it ranges from, looking at the different food insecurity issues that we have in the communities, making sure that some of our youth, gets the opportunities to get to a leadership opportunity within the youth program. Also, I think connecting, ourselves with the Indian culture. So we do perform a lot of different cultural performances and cultural programs here, starting from Sewa Nrityamev Jayate, which is a dance cultural performance. We do Sewa Garba, which has become a very flagship event, Sewa Holi. So I think just bringing communities together, being inclusive, and,
So roughly how many events a year you do?
I think I was just putting up a slide deck for our annual planning meeting that is coming up this weekend, and I think we have done around 20 events for the last year, and these do not include any of the youth programs where we have taken our youth to different environmental programs like cleaning up the trail, or going into senior workshops and helping seniors with different Zumba classes, or just greeting them with handwritten greeting cards, to helping them with some digital workshops as well, because some of our seniors, they do need that help, especially in this ever-changing cyber threat world that we
Sure,
have,
sure.
right? So they've been, they've been trained on a lot of different activities, and I think also giving them this leadership opportunity where within this group of 45 youth that we have, we are trying to make subgroups to lead some of these programs where we want them to come up with ideas. Like, for example, they came up with a code drive idea, like right after one of the activities in November, and within 15 days, we were able to go and, distribute huge amounts of, bags of warm clothes, coats, gloves, and hats around 6 different shelter homes around the New England region.
So now you mentioned cyber threats. So
Yes.
let's come to the cyber threats. You work
Yes.
as a marketing manager for a cyber
Yes,
security.
I do.
So tell us about that role and how long you have been doing that.
Sure. So I think I've been with Acronis, which is a global cybersecurity firm, and I work as a senior marketing manager there for the past 5 years at this point. My job role is basically designing and creating some of these marketing programs, leading the strategy there, and helping, develop that customer engagement, create that trust within our client base, and then turning these complex technologies into narrative storytelling so that, we can help organizations be secure and resilient.
So what is the one thing your potential customers are really scared of, and why they hire you?
So I think at this point, one of the biggest concern is the ransomware attacks. And you can see that, they are growing every day in every region, be it the APJ region, the EMEA region, or the Americas. And everyone is very, very particular about saving their data, securing that data. And I think more than that, I think they're more, concerned about making sure that they have their business continuity and, the data is not lost for their customers. And I think that is one of the biggest things that they come to us for. But I think more than that, what our product offers is this one natively integrated platform where they can have different type of products that they can use for being secure, for being resilient. And I think in this ever-changing cyber threat world that we have had like so many of these ransomware attacks that are coming every day. I think each region, each country manager at Acronis has been reaching out to us, has been talking about the increase in ransomware attacks for their regions. And I think our product basically comes into the picture there, where our partners or our customers or our clients, they do not have to worry about onboarding different vendors. We just have this one unified product, one unified platform where they can come in, use our products, have our support system take care of any issues that are there. And I think it also helps with, not having that vendor tool sprawl, right? Where people spend so many, dollars just on onboarding vendor and then, making sure that, they are going back and forth with the vendor. So I think the biggest advantage of Acronis is the natively integrated platform that we have and that offers everything in this one platform.
So when did and how did your professional journey started in this sector?
So I'm actually an engineer by background, and I went for my higher studies to Canada, and then I, came to US. I got married. I was here in the US with my husband. I did my master's here again. I very quickly moved from technical IT side of things to brand marketing because I wanted to give a little bit more time to my family, to my son when he was born, and I think that kind of just inculcated, or I don't know, it just I just saw that I had that spark in marketing and I could do things. I started with EMC Dell, where I was in the brand marketing department, and I helped them create different creative concepts for.
So how long did you work with EMC Dell?
I think with EMC Dell, I was for 5 years with EMC Dell, and then I wanted to,
So that was after the merger, right?
Yes.
After.
No, it was actually before the merger.
Before the merger.
I was with EMC for a while, and then we had Dell. I actually worked on the Dell acquisition plan for when Dell was taking over. So I was I was a part of that marketing team that time, and then I think it got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm not learning much new here. I need a change, and I went to the vendor side where I went to work for CRN for I think around another 4 years, and I've been with Acronis for 5 years at this point. And I think my role has evolved from just taking care of Americas to a global role where now I am responsible for all of these go-to-market strategy for, Europe, APJ, and Americas.
Now, So let's go back to India.
Mm-hmm.
So where did you grow up in India, and how life was there at that time?
So, what's funny, Upinjri, when someone asks me, where are you from India? I don't have like a single answer because I was born and raised in Ernakulam in India, south of India, for 10 years. And then I moved to Delhi. I've been there. I did my engineering from Delhi.
From where in Delhi?
I did it from Maharishi Dayanand University in Delhi. Worked there for a couple of months before I moved to Canada. So as much as, I'm a North Indian, I have that South Indian blood in me too, where I have a very
the best
big
combination
yes,
you can think of, right?
yes,
North and South.
yes.
Sure.
So I'm a big foodie. So as much as I love my chole bhature, I love dosa sambar as well. So.
And in Delhi, which part of Delhi did you go?
Rajouri Garden is where my mom's side of the family is, and then Faridabad is where my dad's side of the family is. They're still there. My in-laws are in Gurgaon, so it's NCR region,
Sure.
where I've grown up, and it's very, very near to my heart.
Yeah, Delhi also very big. I went
Yes.
there to JNU, Jawaharlal.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
Many years ago.
Many years ago. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So now, while growing up in India, what influence did you have from your parents? And
So, I think my step towards community service, I think, was instilled in me very, very young because of my mom. I would say I've always seen her help people around her. She's been in the education industry forever. She was a principal of Modern Vidya Niketan Sector 17 school there in Faridabad, and she would educate these little kids who belonged to these rural parts of Faridabad as well. And some of our maid servants who would come home to help, they had daughters. So she made it this, goal of her life, I think, that, I don't want them to be doing the same things that the maid was doing that time. So she actually started educating them, putting effort into their education. And today they are actually owning beauty parlors and, they're beauticians in India versus, doing the usual, maid stuff that other people do. And I think that is where I just decided that, I think community is something that I should be helping in. And then when I got married, my mother-in-law, she also was in education. She was a PhD in psychology at Lucknow University. She was from Lucknow. And she also actually basically helped her, help that would come home, get education, and they are all well settled. They're financially independent. And I think that kind of empowered me more to come and do something more for the society. And I think just being in the US, right, it's like, that is where you were born in India, but you're working here. And if there is something that you can do for both the communities, be it back home in India or be it here in Boston, I just wanted to get in there. And when I joined Sewa around 7 years ago, I joined as a marketing coordinator for them. But when I visited one of their project sites in India, when I went to India, I saw the condition of government schools, and I saw that the girls were dropping out of schools, and that's where I was introduced to the Seva Shri program, which is sanitation, hygiene, and empowerment of girl child. And since then, it has just stuck with me. I think at this for last year, I think we have helped around 5,500 girls, adolescent girls, and we have also helped train around 300. Women in different skill-based training in India, yes. And what makes that happen is the supporters, the donors, the people that we have here in the community, right? So I think one of the biggest impact is, for me from Seva is that connecting donors here with the grassroots initiatives in India and, making that impact. And I think that's a tangible human impact that I see. And that's something that I'm very proud of. When I get on, calls with these girls at midnight, when they get on a call and they say that, hey, we are coming to school, we are not missing school. Mm-hmm. Or when women actually, they have been trained on, different skill-based training, be it, kalamkari in the southern part of the country, or, making bangles or making jute bags, or, just getting trained in farming, talking to them, seeing their resilience, seeing their determination, and then seeing them financially independent. I think that just makes me very, very proud of the work I'm doing. The recent Supreme Court ruling that has come out regarding the fundamental rights for menstrual hygiene for girls and women in India, I think that just reinforces and reassures that the work that we are doing is in the right direction. And, we were very, very happy. The entire Sewa team in India, the ground team that helps us, the Sewa team here has been very happy to hear that news.
So, Neha, you are doing all these community service here in the US, in India, and other places. Your professional work is. And what does it, all these things mean to you as a person, as a Neha Kaushal?
To me, what makes me happy or what makes me feel satisfied is the tangible human impact that we are making, right? When communities are coming together to help families that need support, or when I see the youth discovering their voice through service.
Now, let's come back to some fun questions.
Mm-hmm.
So, if one person you have to meet today,
Mm-hmm.
you think, oh, this is the person I have to meet, dead or alive, who that person will be for you?
That's an interesting question. I think the first person that comes to my mind is Sudha Murthy.
Mhm.
And I've been reading a lot about her. I've been, just her journey of going to an engineering college where she was the only woman, having that little box of 10,000 rupees that she had that she gave her husband to start Infosys, and just the simple life that she lives, the way she has been resilient, the way she has been like persistent, consistent, and compassionate about what she wants to do. I think that is one person that I would definitely love to meet. And the second person that comes to my mind is Indra Nui, which I was able to meet because of you guys. So that was a dream come true for me. Definitely, yeah.
Well, let's hope your dream comes true for Sudha Murthy.
Yes, you should bring her here.
So now, what really inspires you to do all these things?
I think it's very purpose driven, right, Upendraji? I think to me, seeing a girl go to school, get the basic amenities of sanitation and education, seeing a woman being financially independent, going out, not, being dependent on the breadwinner of the house. I think that just makes me very, very proud. Just seeing them very determined, very passionate about, doing things, even in the circumstances that they are. I think that just inspires me.
So now talking about women, of course you grew up in India, then
Yes.
lived in Canada, now you are here in the US. When you look at the status of women in all these different places of the world, we have a long way to go. We are making some tiny progress, we have to go a long way to go. How do you look at the challenge of women here in the US, both in the corporate world where you work as well, and just in general?
So as you said, we have a long way to go. But I think we have made improvements. We have made changes, right? The fact that, we see a lot of these women now in the C-level leadership roles. The fact that we see, women wanting to do things for them, standing up for themselves. I think it is very important that, they say what they have to. I think their voice matters. I think they just need to trust that their voice matters. To me, women in the US definitely have a little bit more advantage of women being in India at this point, right? So at the corporate level, I feel like we still have a long way to go. We're still not there. I think there still needs to be a little bit more on the equity side. We should be given more, options and chances to be in a boardroom where, you have 10 men sitting and just one woman who is sitting there. We are getting better, but I think if we keep preaching, if we keep uplifting each other, if we keep empowering each other, I think we will get there one day.
Now, earlier you mentioned that you were very much inspired by your mother's work. And so what is one advice you'll give to your children and other children alike today?
I think one advice that I would give is be who you are, and trust your voice. If you don't be scared, reach out to communities, reach out to your mentors, be with people who uplift you, and if you're given a leadership role, don't be scared. Just go, be comfortable in yourself, be comfortable being you. And I think to me, success and service are not mutually exclusive. I think if you're leading something with heart and with passion, success will naturally follow. So just be who you are.
What does a success mean for you?
So I think, Upenji, for me, success is just simple. Success could be, it could be as simple as just taking a break for 30 minutes and going and hitting the gym, or it could be as simple as your son coming and giving you a hug and asking, hey, mom, how was your day? Or daughter,
Sure.
or daughter. I have a son, so I said son.
Sure.
Yeah, but or your husband and coming asking you, how was your day? And I think we have overcomplicated the definition of success. I think it just needs to be simple. It just needs to be, living in the present, living to the fullest, enjoying the little moments that you have. And and I think that's success for me, basically. Yeah. It does not have to have a very complicated meaning.
How important is the failure in life?
I think failure is very important. And I've always taught my son this, right? So when he is trying about a new project, or if he's trying a new assignment, and if he does not succeed in it, I've always told him to learn from his mistakes and not be like, in your own shell after facing any failure. I think learning from your mistakes, improving yourself, getting constructive feedback, and then walking towards the step again, I think is what success is to me. And I think failure is important. It's a very important step, and I think it leads to success at some point.
Now, how do you make some tough decisions in your life, both at home, in the community, and at work?
At home, I think some of the tough decisions, if we have to make some tough decisions, it's always a mutual decision between me and my husband. We sit down, we, discuss the pros and cons. That is just very me as well. For taking any decision, I always have this pros and cons in the list. Okay, if this is going to work, this is what's going to happen. If this is not going to work, this is not going to happen. And then trying to understand that, how it's going to affect everyone who is living under that roof. Is it going to affect me? Is it going to affect my husband? Is it going to affect my son? And then kind of taking a decision that's, mutually inclusive of all the support. I think that is how I take tough decisions. At corporate world, it's very different. Sometimes you just have to, take certain decisions. And with everything that's going on in the recent tech market, I think we are seeing a lot of people, losing their jobs. That job market being flooded at this point. So I think I have had to take certain tough decisions in the recent past months because of that. But I think just being out there for them and just networking with them, just not leaving their hands. I think that is very important. You got to do sometimes what you got to do.
Sure. Now, when you are not working in all,
Yes.
what is your hobby? What do you do?
I intentionally do take a step back to recharge because there is so much going on with the community service. There's so much going on at the demanding career that I have. And I think I've always been very closely associated with the Indian culture. So I'm a classical Bharatanatyam dancer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, I'm a trained classical Bharatanatyam dancer, and I do go to a lot of local competitions here as well, still in the New England area. And I also, just for my own physical and mental well-being, I do try hitting the gym 2 to 3 times a week. And I think that just helps me, stay grounded, stay focused. And on other days, it's just, quieter days, Upendraji, spending time with, we are a family of 4, my husband, my son, my Shih Tzu, lazing on the couch, watching a movie, or just cooking dinner together.
And what type of movies you watch?
It could be anything. These days, they are all dependent on what my son wants to watch. So, they're all mystery and thrillers. But then there is a little child in me sometimes that goes to him and says, hey, can we go watch Trolls again? So sometimes those animated movies come in the picture too.
What about Bollywood movies?
Oh, I love Bollywood movies. We just watched Dhurandhar. So as a family, we watched it. And I think that's a very big part of our life.
Mm-hmm. And what about readings and any other hobbies you...
I do read, but I'm a very traditional reader. I still am not very comfortable with the audiobooks. I need to have a book in my hand to feel the pages of the book. And I think one of the most recent reads that I've had is The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. And I think
that is also one of my favorites.
It's your favorite?
Yes.
Awesome.
One of my favorites.
One of your favorites?
Yes.
Yeah, I liked it. And I think the fact that it reinforces purpose, inner fulfillment, I think that kind of resonated very well with me. And I think the fact that it also reinforced that success is not always about professional achievement, right? I think those things kind of resonated very well with me. So I like reading that book.
Okay. On that note, Neha, thank you so much.
Thank
and
you
we
so
will
much,
see you
Upendraji.
on March 14th.
Thank you.